Have you ever wondered how Spain, a country rich in culture and history, came to be what it is today? Let's journey back in time to the ancient beginnings of this fascinating nation. Our story starts in prehistoric times, when early settlers first made their home on the Iberian Peninsula. These early inhabitants left behind a wealth of artifacts, from cave paintings to stone tools, providing us with a glimpse into their lives and culture. As centuries passed, the Iberian Peninsula saw the arrival of two key groups, the Iberians and the Celts. The Iberians, hailing from North Africa, brought with them advanced metalworking techniques and a complex social structure. The Celts, on the other hand, came from Central Europe, introducing their own unique traditions and customs to the peninsula. Then, in the 3rd century BC, the Romans arrived. Their conquest brought about a period of prosperity and development, as well as the introduction of Latin, which would eventually evolve into the Spanish language we know today. The Roman influence remains visible in Spain's architecture, law, and even its agricultural practices. However, the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th century AD paved the way for the Visigoths, a Germanic people, to take control. Although their reign was relatively short-lived, the Visigoths played a crucial role in the formation of early Christian Spain. They established a monarchy, converted to Christianity, and laid the foundations for what would later become the feudal system. Yet, the story of ancient Spain doesn't end here. This period of history set the stage for a blend of cultures, from the Visigothic monarchy to the Moorish conquest and the Reconquista that followed. Each of these historical moments played a pivotal role in shaping Spain's unique identity. Spain's early history set the stage for a blend of cultures and traditions that would shape the nation for centuries to come. So buckle up, because our journey through Spain's history is just getting started. What if I told you that Spain was once a Muslim nation? Yes, you heard that right. In the 8th century, the Moors, a Muslim people from North Africa, crossed the Strait of Gibraltar and swiftly conquered the Visigothic kingdom, the then rulers of Spain. This marked the beginning of 7 centuries of Muslim rule, a period known as Al-Andalus. Al-Andalus was not just about political dominance, it was a melting pot of cultures. The Moors brought with them advanced knowledge in various fields, including mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. They introduced the concept of zero and decimal system, built grand libraries and exquisite palaces, and laid the groundwork for scientific thought. The city of Cordoba, the capital of Al-Andalus, was one of the most sophisticated cities in Europe, boasting street lighting, running water, and an extensive library. But as the centuries rolled on, the Christian kingdoms in the north grew in power and began the Reconquista, a series of wars aimed at retaking the Iberian Peninsula. It was a long and complex process, marked by alliances, betrayals, victories, and defeats. This period saw the rise of famous figures such as El Cid and Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, whose marriage united the kingdoms of Castile and Aragon. The Reconquista culminated in the fall of Granada in 1492, the last Muslim stronghold in Spain. This victory was not without its dark side, though. That same year, the Alhambra decree ordered the expulsion of all Jews from Spain, marking a tragic end to a vibrant Jewish community that had thrived for centuries. The Reconquista had profound implications for Spain. It united the country under Christianity, established Spanish as the national language, and shaped Spain's national identity. But it also set the stage for centuries of religious tension, a legacy that can still be felt today. The Reconquista would forever change Spain, uniting the country under Christianity, but also setting the stage for centuries of religious tension. Imagine a time when Spain was the most powerful nation in the world. In the 15th and 16th centuries, Spain entered a golden age of exploration, ignited by a thirst for knowledge, wealth, and spiritual conquest. This period is best known for the voyages of Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer sponsored by the Catholic monarchs of Spain. His journeys across the Atlantic Ocean opened up a new world, previously unknown to the Europeans. Columbus's voyages marked the beginning of centuries of transatlantic exploration and eventual conquest. Spain rapidly began to establish its empire, stretching from the Americas to the Far East. The Spanish Empire, as it came to be known, was the first to be described as the empire on which the sun never sets, reflecting its vastness and influence. This was an era of immense wealth flowing into Spain. Silver from Mexico, gold from Peru, spices from Asia, the riches of the New World and beyond filled the Spanish coffers, funding further exploration, grand architectural projects, and the lavish lifestyles of the nobility. But as with any age of conquest, there were darker aspects. The Spanish Inquisition, a royal council established to maintain Catholic orthodoxy, wielded significant power and influence. Its methods were often brutal, and its reach extended far beyond Spain's borders. The conquests also brought about the exploitation of indigenous peoples. Many were forced into hard labor, their cultures suppressed, and their populations decimated by diseases brought from Europe. Despite these tragic consequences, this era left an indelible mark on the world. It shaped the course of history, influencing the culture, politics, and economics of the regions under Spanish rule. It also led to the spread of the Spanish language, now one of the most widely spoken languages worldwide. The Age of Exploration brought Spain unprecedented wealth and power, but it also left a legacy of exploitation and conflict. The echoes of this period can still be heard today, as we continue to grapple with its complex legacy. How does a powerful empire crumble and fall into the grip of dictatorship? Let's delve into the turbulent history of Spain as we navigate through its decline, wars, and dictatorship. The sun began to set on the Spanish Empire in the late 17th century. It was a time of economic hardship and political instability, with Spain losing territories in wars and treaties. The War of Spanish Succession, for instance, marked the end of Spain's dominance in Europe. In the early 19th century, Spain faced another blow, the Napoleonic invasion. Napoleon Bonaparte, the French emperor, invaded Spain, setting off the Peninsular War. This war left Spain bruised and battered, further accelerating its decline. Now let's fast forward to the 20th century, a period marred by civil war and dictatorship. The Spanish Civil War, which raged from 1936 to 1939, was a conflict that tore the country apart. It was a battle between the Republicans, who supported a democratically elected government, and the Nationalists, led by General Francisco Franco. Franco's victory in the Civil War marked the beginning of his dictatorship, a regime that would last for almost 40 years. Under Franco, Spain was isolated from the rest of the world, its people living under strict censorship and repression. Yet, it was also a period of economic growth, known as the Spanish Miracle, which saw Spain transition from a largely agricultural economy to an industrial one. Simultaneously, Spain was grappling with the loss of its colonies. Throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, it lost its last major colonies, such as Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines, marking the end of the Spanish Empire. The 20th century was a time of turmoil for Spain, but it was also a time of resilience and strength. Despite the odds, Spain managed to emerge from the ashes of its past, transforming itself into the vibrant, democratic nation we know today. So as we reflect on Spain's history, we are reminded that even in the face of adversity, a nation can rise and thrive. What is Spain today, after centuries of rich and tumultuous history? As the curtain fell on the Franco era, Spain found itself on the precipice of a new age. With the death of General Franco in 1975, Spain began its transition to democracy. This was a delicate and challenging process, but the determination of the Spanish people ensured its success. The Constitution of 1978 marked the birth of modern Spain, a democratic country with a constitutional monarchy. Since then, Spain has seen remarkable economic development. It transitioned from an agrarian economy to a diversified one, embracing industries such as tourism, manufacturing, and services. The economic boom of the 80s, fondly remembered as the Spanish Miracle, propelled Spain to the forefront of the world stage. Today it stands as the 13th largest economy in the world and the 5th largest in the European Union. Spain's relationship with the European Union has been transformative. Since its accession in 1986, Spain has been an active and integral member, shaping and being shaped by the policies and ideals of the Union. The EU has influenced Spain's economic, political, and social landscapes, further integrating it into the global community. Modern Spain is also a mosaic of diverse cultures and languages. The preservation of regional identities, such as those of Catalonia, the Basque Country, and Galicia, is a testament to Spain's respect for diversity. These regions have their own languages and traditions, yet they are all undeniably Spanish, contributing to the vibrant cultural tapestry of the nation. Yet it's not just about preserving the past. Spain is also a country that looks ahead, embracing modernity and innovation. From renewable energy to high-speed trains, Spain is a country that marries its rich history with a forward-thinking mentality. From ancient beginnings to modern times, Spain's history is a rich tapestry of cultures, conflicts, and resilience. It's a story that continues to unfold, shaping the Spain we know and love today.